Okay, on to the other big story of the day. Today, Aryan Khan and 7 others were sent to judicial custody. The NCB has sought his custody till the 11th, but that was denied by a Mumbai court, which said that remanding the accused to NCB custody without cogent reasons would amount to violation of their liberty. Immediately, Khan's counsel moved his bail application, which will now be heard tomorrow morning. But right now, the bigger charge being made is that this case is not only weak, but is also politically motivated, and the reason for that is the presence of two private citizens in the detention, during the detention of Aryan Khan and others from the Cordelia Cruise party. Two people, one of them a private investigator and another, the vice president of the BJP, were seen in the presence of those who were detained, in fact, even accompanying them. So, with the court denying the NCB custody today and all of these political allegations, is the case against this so-called drug cruise on very, very thin ground. We have Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst, continuing with us. Leader Shiv Sena, Sanjay Gupta also join us. And my first question is to Rahul Narvekar, MLA and spokesperson of the BJP in Maharashtra. The NCB did not get what it wanted from court. Does it show that the case is extremely weak, coupled with what we saw yesterday, the political involvement? Rahul Narvekar.
I don't think it's the NCB which has not got what they wanted. The NCB is only interested in pinning down people who are indulging in trafficking of narcotics or indulging in the use of narcotics. So that's what the NCB wants to stop. Insofar as the NCB is concerned, they have registered a FIR. They are taking further actions as per the due process of law, and it's for the judiciary to decide whether or not it's appropriate action.
Yeah,
After all, it's correct.
That's true, but the judiciary also today asked, what were you doing for the last 2 days when you could have questioned Aryan Khan? Now the NCB is seeking for further custody when for the last 2 days nothing was done.
No, see, please appreciate that when in a case like this, it's not only this particular act or action which is being questioned. There could be a deeper connection. There could be larger number of people involved. This could lead to a big supply chain of narcotics, and therefore this requires reasonable time. As a lawyer, I can tell you that there have been several cases. In fact, in more cases than not, the custody is first granted for a limited period, and if a case is made out for further investigation, custody is extended. So this is a normal practice, and I believe the matter has been kept for tomorrow. Let's see what the court has to say then.
Okay. Sanjay Gupta, let's wait for tomorrow.
Yes.
Sanjay Gupta?
Law for country. अभी इस मामले में कुछ भी कहना वो एक जल्दबाजी होगी।
अच्छा।
क्योंकि हमारे देश के कानून के अनुसार किसी भी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी की इन्वेस्टिगेशन नल एंड वॉइड मानी जाती है। इवन देन चार्जशीट भी नल एंड वॉइड मानी जाती है जब तक कि उस पर कोर्ट कोई संज्ञान नहीं लेता। इवन देन बेल मैटर आल्सो।
ओके।
तो अभी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी ने अपनी क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन की है, उनको क्या एविडेंस मिला, क्या नहीं मिला है, उसको प्रमाणित भी करना पड़ेगा अदालत के अंदर, बेल मैटर के लिए भी। तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है जब इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसीज की इन्वेस्टिगेशन सही दिशा में होती है, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है वो मैनिपुलेटेड होती हैं, बहुत बार ऐसा भी होता है उनको ऑलरेडी कोई डायरेक्शंस होती हैं। तो इन सब चीज़ों को देखते हुए ही हमारे देश के अंदर एज पर लॉ किसी भी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी की इन्वेस्टिगेशन नल एंड वॉइड मानी जाती है जब तक कि उस पर अदालत किसी भी तरह का कोई संज्ञान नहीं लेता।
But more specifically, Rahul Narvekar, I want to draw your attention to the presence of Manish Bhanushali and Kiran Prakash Gosavi with the accused who were picked up from the Cordelia cruise. What explains the presence of these two gentlemen? Yesterday it was said that one gave a tip-off, the other is a private investigator. But what is a political person doing actually holding the accused by the hand?
See, you again need to appreciate that the Bharatiya Janata Party is one of the largest parties, not political outfits, not only in this country but in the world. There are more than 11 crore members of this party. Now, understand one thing, that it is not necessary that if you are a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party, you cannot do any other activity.
No, but you cannot participate in an NCB probe. He is not a member of the NCB.
Tell me something.
Is he an NCB office bearer?
Tell me. No.
Just because he is in the largest party doesn't mean he can barge into an investigation.
Hear me out. The point I'm trying to make is there are so many people who are police informants. There are so many politically inclined people who have acted as crime journalists. There are so many people who have assisted the police with investigation. That does not mean just because you are, first of all, I don't know what is their affiliation to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and I don't, to the best of my knowledge, they do not hold any post of the party. But if you think, if anyone assumes that they are a member of the party, I still don't think that bars them from helping investigation in any form. Maybe one of them is a police informer, maybe some of them are helping in investigation. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. If you're helping the authorities in investigating a particular case, what's wrong in that?
Tehseen Poonawalla.
I can confirm this because I spoke to the Pune police in the morning that Kiran Gosavi has a case registered in Pune on him at Faraskhana police station. He has 3 other cases in other places in Maharashtra on him. These are cheating cases, and Banusali guy is a BJP guy, both of them. The point out here with regards to Aryan Khan is, look, this is Aryan Khan, the NCB says had no drugs on him. They found nothing on him. They found nothing linking him to any of the peddlers or any of the people who were selling drugs. They have some chat from July 2020, which Aryan says is about football, which NCB agrees is a coded chat. It has nothing, please allow me to speak, don't interrupt. It has nothing to do with drugs as of now. In July 2020, the NCB's case, he had some chat of which he was peddling drugs in October 2021. What kind of a case is that? In my legal opinion, I think bail should be given to him tomorrow. But a more serious question comes. If vigilante groups are going to come with police forces or enforcement agencies and start checking people, holding their hands, none of us are safe. Today, this has happened to Aryan Khan. Tomorrow, Padmaja, it may happen to you. It may happen to me. It may happen to Rahul Bhai. This is not a vigilante country that runs on a banana republic. This should run on the law of the land. Rule of law must apply, and this is unacceptable. Pulling him, taking selfies in the detention, that's unacceptable, and it's quite shameful.
And even if we discount the presence of the BJP person, what is a private investigator doing there? Who, by the way, now the Pune police is looking for, because he's absconding on charges of forgery and cheating. Rahul Narvekar. How did the NCB allow him next to an accused in detention?
Please, insofar as the process is involved, definitely, when once a person is arrested and he's under the custody of an investigating agency, only authorized representatives should have access to such an accused. I totally concede and agree with that. I don't know with regards to the factual position as to what proximity did these gentlemen who weren't officers of NCB, what proximity did they enjoy to the accused? I'm not really aware about that. I'm only going by what I've heard from the media. So I'm not aware about that. Yes, in normal course, I wouldn't expect any private individual to have access to an accused without the due permission of the judicial forum which is addressing this matter.
Okay, but well, in that case, he was in close proximity to the accused. He is seen leading the accused by the hand. He's that infamous person who took a selfie with Aryan Khan as well. And there needs to be a separate investigation as to how these private individuals got into an NCB investigation. If anything, it will only serve to damage the case as it exists right now. We'll see what happens in court tomorrow. I'm again going to the big news that we broke. Thanks very much for having joined us, all gentlemen.